On September 11, 2001, words cannot express the tremendous grief our nation experienced over the tragedy that took place in New York City, Washington, D.C., and Shanksville, Pennsylvania. As a community and as a nation, we continue to mourn the tragic loss of life, and they will not be forgotten. On this date, we also saw the power of the human spirit. We commend the heroic actions and courage of the rescue workers, first responders, and citizen volunteers in the days, weeks, and months following the attacks. Each year on this day, at 8:46 a.m., our Bucks County Community College family gathers at this fountain, the Tears for Freedom Fountain, to join together in a 1-minute moment of silence. We dedicate this moment of silence to the citizens, men, women, and children who lost their lives on Flight 11, on Flight 175, on Flight 77, on Flight 93, and at the World Trade Center and the Pentagon, and in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, and our civil servants, our firefighters, police officers, and military personnel who dedicated and lost their lives protecting our safety, our freedom, and our democracy. To the thousands of families who lost loved ones and continue to grieve, and to our military and operators who have sacrificed so much over the years and continue to sacrifice to protect our nation from terrorist attacks on our soil and abroad. We honor them, and we will never forget. We will now pause for a moment of silence. Thank you. The day the eagle cried. The eagle shed a tear today as he flew over his domain. He heard and watched his children die, and his heart cried out in pain. What from the crash mid smoke and ash grew a power both great and rare. It touched the souls of young and old and gathered them in prayer. O hatred, you must cast your blows, and death inflict your stings. But we have faith in God above, and the eagle spread his wings. He flew on high up in the sky and called it to all who'd hear. Unite with me in firm resolve, we will not live in fear. We will not rest, we will not cease, and terror will not reign. We vowed to you, now gone beyond, you did not die in vain. The sun will rise, the sun will set, and time will not abide. But rest assured, we will not forget the day the eagle cried. It is for us the living, rather to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave their last full measure of devotion, that we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. Abraham Lincoln, the Gettysburg Address, November 19th, 1863. Thank you for attending today, and I appreciate everyone joining us to commemorate this tragic and world-changing event. Let us never forget.